And welcome once again in our top story. We're getting breaking news now. There's been a late night development in the issue of the wrestlers' protest. The government has now invited the wrestlers protesting against Wrestling Federation of India Chief Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh for talks on their issues. Earlier, they had met Union Home Minister Amit Shah. In a latest, the wrestlers have accepted Sports Minister Anurag Thakur's invite for talks once again. And the venue and time of the meeting remains, however, yet to be decided. That's what we are hearing from our sources. Meanwhile, it has been confirmed that the wrestlers are to sit for talks with Union Sports Minister Anurag Thakur. Earlier, they had come out with various statements clarifying that their fight for justice continues. Yesterday, we had seen how Delhi police had arrived at the Gonda residence of Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh and quizzed various associates and others over the allegations. Joining me now is my colleague Harsha Chandwani, who's been covering this story since it first broke. Harsha, we are hearing about another invite that has been accepted. This time, the wrestlers are to sit with Union Sports Minister Anurag Thakur. What are the details?
Rukma rightly stated, because we know that the Union Sports Minister Anurag Thakur last met the wrestlers in January 2023, when on 18th January, first time wrestlers started their protest at Jantar Mantar. And there's a second meeting with which will happen with the Sports Minister Anurag Thakur of these wrestlers, Rukma, because it becomes very much important, because till now what we have heard from wrestlers is that they are in no mood to halt their protest after resuming their jobs. In Northern Railways, they have again said that they will start their protest after deciding the strategy. Yesterday, late at night, Union Sports Minister Anurag Thakur took to Twitter and tweeted that he will meet the wrestlers and he is inviting the wrestlers for second round of talk. And now what we are learning in the early morning hours is that wrestlers have decided to meet Union Sports Minister Anurag Thakur. They have accepted the government's invite. The time, Rukma, is not decided yet. Exactly, it will be today or tomorrow or day after. When the timing of the meeting will be, what we are learning so far is that the meeting will happen 2 days after. 2 days after is the time and date when the meeting between wrestlers and the sports minister will happen. And also, Rukma, in this meeting, along with the sports minister, DG Sai, IOA, the government officials of the sports ministry and Anurag Thakur, all of them will be present, and they will also give the assurance, and they will try to make wrestlers understand how the law is taking its own course and how they have to believe in the police investigation and the sports fraternity and ministry as well, if they are if they want to seek the justice. And that's the assurance right now what the wrestlers need. And we also know, Rukma, that 3 days before, the wrestlers also met Union Home Minister Amit Shah. The meeting went late night, almost for 1.5 hours. Wrestlers came out and said that wrestlers, after meeting Amit Shah after a day or two, responded to media stating that we have met Amit Shah, and the entire meeting has happened about Brij Bhushan. We have requested HM Amit Shah to arrest Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. So those were the lines wrestlers have till now taken, and wrestlers are still on their demand for the arrest of Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. But let's see how the second round of meeting with Anurag Thakur goes, because the last meeting which happened in January was not that well, because after the meeting, oversight committee was formed and the committee report was not taken positively by the wrestlers. Wrestlers were continuously stating that they demand the arrest of Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh and he should resign from the post of Member of Parliament as well. But let's see what happens this time. But Rukma, we are learning is that wrestlers are willing to meet government authority, and after 2 days, this important meeting will be held in a sports ministry. Back to you.
Right, Harsha, and when we talk about the law taking its own course and the police investigation into the matter, what are the details that you have with you from your sources about what happened yesterday? Because police arrived at the Gonda residence, they took a number of statements, and what next as far as the measures that they are contemplating are concerned?
The police team reached on June of 4th. 4th June was late at night. Police officials, the cops almost 10 to 15 from the Delhi police reached at the residence of Brijbhushan Sharan Singh in Gonda, and not only his residence but the National Academy in Nandini Nagar as well. There are two National Academies in Gonda and Lucknow where Brijbhushan Sharan Singh used to invite wrestlers for the training and trial purposes as well. Those are the places where selection used to happen. Delhi police cops went to the residence of Brijbhushan Sharan Singh, recorded the statement of the family members and also the coaches at the National Academy as well. Some documents and cyber proofs and the detailing of the visitors and when these wrestlers visited, how many wrestlers visited, what sort of trials happened. All those details and documents have been collected from Lucknow and Gonda. And in June of 6th, the Delhi police cops returned after taking all these documents from Gonda and Lucknow. It was Gonda, Nandini Nagar, and Lucknow as well, Rukma, where the Delhi police officials went, and this entire investigation got speed up, Rukma, after the meeting of wrestlers with HM Amit Shah, because HM Amit Shah was very clear that the law will take its own course and the police is already investigating into the matter and no have to speak against the government or against the investigation right now. And that was the thing why after meeting with HM, wrestlers also resumed their government jobs and are right now not protesting anywhere. Some sort or the other way, they are also assured that the Home Minister Amit Shah is now into it, has now intervened in this entire matter of wrestlers versus Brijbhushan, and they're also some way assured that justice will come out because evidences have been given to police. There are 125 witnesses who have recorded their statement with police officials. Now, Rukma, a status report by Delhi police official is soon to be presented in the Rouse Avenue court. We have to wait for the status report